Y'all, I think this may be the ultimate luxury mattress we've ever tested, but of course, I had to bring it to the Nerd Lab to make sure. I'm Lauren, editor and mattress and bedding expert here at Mattress Nerd. I've tested and reviewed hundreds of mattresses, and today I'm gonna present the new and the innovative Purple RejuvenatePlus. So we're here in the Nerd Lab to run it through a series of geeky tests. I'm gonna go in depth on performance and of course give you my pro-con list. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Now, before we jump right in, I did want to let you all know that Purple sent us this mattress for free to test and review, and we may earn a commission if you decide to get one for yourself. That being said, I am not required to say nice things about this mattress, so all the opinions are my own. Now, let's start out with the highlights. I'm going to tell you exactly what to expect should you decide to buy. Now, Purple mattresses all ship free to the contiguous US, and they love them in industry standard policy combo, so you're going to get 100 nights to try it out, followed by a 10-year warranty. Now, if you want to know more about either of those policies in depth, you can check out our full written review linked in the description. Now, it's my job to cut into the mattress to get a good look at the layers and see how they perform. So here's my question. Purple, why do you hate mattress reviewers? You made this thing next to impossible to get into, which speaks highly to its construction, yes. I'll give a point to Purple for that. I still didn't like it though. And also, you can't do it at home because it will void your warranty. So let's talk about the layers. Starting off, we have this tufted cover that has some foam stitched in, so it adds a nice cushion to this overall medium firm bed. And then we have our top layer of comfort that has the gel flex grid built in, and since we can't see it because it was hard to see, I have this mini version to show you. So see, it stretches and moves along with you, and it also buckles strategically at your pressure points so your body is always aligned. Now we have 2 extra comfort layers here that add some pressure relief and just overall elevation. And then we have our primary support layers, which are these pocketed coils which help with bounce, breathability, and durability. They're also reinforced along the edges for great edge support, and they're zoned for perfect body alignment. So you got a lot going on in here. At Mattress Nerd, we like to rate firmness on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the firmest. A 10 out of 10 is also how rejuvenated I feel after a tropical vacation. Now, the Purple RejuvenatePlus is going to be a 6.5 out of 10 on our scale, or medium firm, which is best for back and stomach sleepers. We also want to see how well this bed responds to your movements using this lacrosse ball. So as I bounce it on the floor, you see it comes right back up to me. Now let's try this on the mattress surface. We're getting some great bounce here, some great air. So I would say if you toss and turn or use your mattress for sex, this is a good option. Let's talk about how compatible this Purple mattress is for side, back, and stomach sleepers. This is really crucial when you're shopping for a bed because the bed's gonna perform differently based on your sleep position and body type. So let's start with side sleepers. You'll need a mattress that relieves pressure from your hips and your shoulders and keeps the spine in a straight line. Now, firmer mattresses usually don't bode well for lighter weight side sleepers, but surprisingly this one did. We saw great pressure distribution and weight distribution, so good alignment and good pressure relief. It also works really well for average to heavyweight side sleepers. Now let's talk about back sleepers. All you folks need is a mattress that maintains the natural S-curve of your spine, and this bed does that well for all back sleepers. And the same goes for stomach sleepers. You need a bed that's firm enough to keep the hips elevated and in line with the rest of the spine. That firmness level hits the sweet spot for all 3 body weights. Now let's talk about motion isolation, which is a big factor for folks who sleep with a partner, a pet, or a child. We want to see if motion can stay on one side of the bed or if it transfers across and wakes up your partner a bit. So we're going to use the liquid in the beaker to see how much motion transfers from one side to the other, starting by pressing my hands into the mattress to mimic the feel of tossing and turning. Here we see the liquid in the beaker is shaking a little bit, but it's nothing significant. So we're going to test it further by dropping a weighted ball into the bed to simulate someone getting in and out. And as I do this, there's a little more movement in there, but it's barely anything. So I would say if you sleep with a partner, this is a pretty good option. Now let's talk about edge support, which is a level of support you're gonna get around the perimeter of your mattress. So this is really good for couples who want some space from one another, edge of the bed sleepers, and seniors and those with mobility issues who rely on the edges to get in and out of bed. Now, this mattress has really solid edge support, solid enough for sleeping, lying, or angsty phone call having. 5 out of 5. I'm gonna be so real with you. This is one of the most expensive mattresses I've ever laid my hands on. So let's rip off the Band-Aid together. Now, I've tested and reviewed hundreds of beds, and through that, I've found that most queen-size beds range anywhere from $500 to $3,500. And the Purple RejuvenatePlus are you ready? $6,500. I'll give you a minute. But know that prices are always changing, so check the link in the description for the most up-to-date pricing and promotions. All right, we're near the end of this review, and you know what that means. It's time for the pro-con list. I made a list of the 3 best and worst things about the Purple RejuvenatePlus. I like to start out with the bad news, so let's get into the cons. First up, the obvious, the price. $6,500 is about how much I paid for my car. Now, given this will last about the same amount of time and we'll use it just about as much, it's still not gonna be great for budget shoppers. Next up, those who prefer a memory foam feel. This bed has very much a hybrid feel. It's not very sinking or hugging, so if you want something like that, I would say get a memory foam mattress. Now for our last bit of bad news, this bed only comes with a 10-year warranty, which isn't bad because that is the industry standard, but those comparable hybrid mattresses come with a 15-year to lifetime warranty, so keep that in mind. Now let's move over to the pros. First up, this bed is basically an all-star. It scored almost perfectly in all of our performance tests, so you'd be hard-pressed to find a person who this mattress doesn't suit. Next up, people with back pain. Now this mattress has zone support, which keeps you perfectly aligned, helping you prevent back pain. And lastly, hot sleepers. Purple is known to have mattresses with tons of breathable layers, and this bed is no different. So, bottom line, is this mattress worth that price tag? Well, I think it would be incredibly bold to charge that much for a bed and it'd be really crappy, and luckily, they didn't. This is an all-around performer. But there are hybrid beds that do similar things for cheaper, so it's up to you if you want to pay extra for the purple flavor. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're at it, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel. It always helps. And for more content like this, follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Thanks for watching. Bye.